Hi, I'm Simon Stone. I'm a writer and director. I've done some films like The Dig and The Daughter, some stage shows like Medea, Ibsen House, Yerma. When a colleague of mine, the producer Walter van Ransbeck, who works with ITA, I was talking to him and he said, what is a project that you've always wanted to do in your career? And I said, well, my favourite thing to do in my spare time is to watch Korean movies and Korean TV shows. And I've always wanted to work with Korean actors. And here we are. I came here on a trip for a week, which wasn't enough time to really, get to know Korea, but I got a little bit of an idea. When I walked through the suburbs that lead up to the hills and the way that the houses fold into each other and these kind of laneways and streets that are lit by fluorescent lights, I just immediately kind of see all of the films that I've been watching for all of the years. Ugly parts and the beautiful parts all inspire me because they remind me that I suddenly feel like I'm in the film that I was in love with. I watched a lot of Korean shows in the theatre and met a lot of Korean actors and directors. The conversations that we were having led me to believe that Cherry Orchard was the best play for me to do as the first play in Korea. There's something that Korean actors have that moves between comedy and tragedy effortlessly. And there are almost no actors in the world that have it the way that Korean actors have it. That's why I always wanted to come and do a show here, is because in my work it's very important to be light and relatable to the audience, keep the audience laughing, which makes the tragedy much harder to deal with when it comes because it's a surprise. So I decided on The Cherry Orchard because it's a comedy that is also a tragedy. The Cherry Orchard is about a period of change. It's really interesting to look at the way that society here in Seoul and in South Korea in general is kind of always looking to the future, always battling with what the future will be. And that's a very similar situation to Russia in 1905. Like, what do we do next? But that question of where does the future go is very difficult to play in a lot of countries. In Korea, that's a different question, and that makes it so exciting to put this play on here. It'll be an adventure. It'll be a really new adventure for the actors and for me. It's the coming together of two cultural elements. So it's going to be a discovery on every day that we rehearse with each other. And the audience is going to see the results of an experiment. And when that experiment comes to life, who knows what it's going to be? So that's exciting, I guess. I mean, theatre only exists live. Really, ultimately. You can watch a record of what it used to be, and that's what people have seen here. But the experience of seeing something in person, but also the experience of hearing it in your own language for the first time, is one that I hope I can live up to. I hope that the work that I do here with Korean actors deserves the same level of respect as the work that people have seen before. It's a bit scary, of course, because it's not a language that I speak, and it's not a culture that I've lived in for my whole life, so I'm learning.